After watching this video, you will be able to talk about everything. If you cannot believe, stay with me. In this video, I'm going to talk about 4 important grammars that everyone must know. These grammars are the most important grammars in English. For starting to speak English, you should know these structures. They are so easy and simple, but they are very important. Okay, if you are ready, let's start. Welcome to Slow English Time channel. I'm Sahar, and this video is one of my best videos. Let's start. The first grammar is present simple. I know that most of you use this grammar a lot. I'm sure that you don't know this tense very well. Remember this tip. If you want to learn the grammar tenses, you shouldn't translate. Just you should know where we can use these structures. The first one that I told you is present simple. The present simple is mainly used to talk about things that are regularly true. Present simple is mainly used to talk about things that are generally true, happen regularly, or consider permanent or stable. We use it for habits and routines, daily routines, weekly routines, especially when an action happens repeatedly. We often use it with some words and expressions like often, usually, and sometimes. I will teach you all of them. We also use this grammar for general facts, like general observations and things that are true in general. Another important use is talking about permanent and long-term situations, such as where someone lives, works, studies, or what they generally do. The present simple is also used for timetables, especially when we are talking about the events, classes, or transportation. We can use it to describe some stories and sports commanders and sports commentary. It is also commonly used for instruction directions, recipes, and explanations of processes. For positive sentences, we normally use the base form of the verb. With he, she, and it, we generally add s or es end of our verb. For negative sentences, we use do not or don't, does not or doesn't followed by the base form of the verb. And for questions, we use do and does at the beginning of our sentence. Let's make different sentences. I start with I. I drink coffee every day. I use every day at the end of the sentence. But she drinks coffee every day. I watch TV at night. She watches TV at night. We live near city. We live near the city center. He lives near the city center. They need your help. She needs your help. The children go to school by bus. My brother goes to school by bus. I speak French. My brother speaks French. If I want to make some negative sentences, I can use don't and doesn't. I don't like spicy food. She doesn't like spicy food. I remove s for this sentence. I don't work at the hospital. She doesn't work at the hospital. I usually cook lunch at 1. She usually cooks lunch at 1. You don't wear sunglasses. My dad doesn't wear sunglasses. They never wake up at 7 in the morning. I never study Arabic. We have always, usually, sometimes, often, rarely, hardly ever, and never. When we use never in our sentences, we don't need to use don't or doesn't. Okay? Never makes our sentence negative. I never drink tea. You never sleep here. She never plays video games. The dog never sleeps outside. Don't forget to practice in the comments. I will check all of them. Write one sentence with present simple. The next grammar is past simple. The past simple is used to talk about actions and events that happened in the past. And were completed in the past. Its most common use is for finished some actions at a specific and understood time in the past. Exact time can be mentioned, or it can be clear from the context. We also can use past simple to explain about the series that happened in the past. The series of completed actions, especially when telling a story or describing what happened step by step. Another important use is talking about past habits. It can describe things that someone did repeatedly and regularly in the past. The past simple can also describe past states and situations, including where someone lived, worked, studied, or what they believed or felt on that time. Guys, don't forget to like my video and share it to your friends. In this grammar, we have two kinds of verb. One of them is regular verb that we can add ed at the end of them. One of them is irregular that is not like the first one and you should change the verb. And sometimes we don't change them because it doesn't have any rule to change. For positive sentences, we use the past form of the verb. For negative sentences, we use did not or didn't with the base form of the verb. At the end of the video, I will be teaching how to make questions with all of these grammars. I visited my grandmother last week. They played football last week. He bought a new phone. We traveled to Spain last summer. My brother studied all night. He read an interesting book. I walked home after work. David lost his wallet. Our teacher explained the lesson. Guys, I will write most of the verbs that are so common and useful in speaking in the description. Okay, check the description, please. Now, I want to make some negative sentences. She didn't watch the movie. Not, she didn't watch the movie. It's not correct. Sarah didn't attend the meeting. Emma didn't answer my message. They didn't speak to anyone. Jack didn't play in the match. You didn't understand my question. I didn't remember her name. Guys, write an example with this grammar. Past simple. My comments is your homework notebook. The next one is future simple. The future simple formed with will is used to talk about situations or actions that will happen after the moment of speaking. One common use is for prediction about the future, especially when we are giving our opinion, making a prediction, or saying what we think will happen. We also use will for decision that made at the moment of speaking. The decision was not necessarily planned before conversation. The speaker decides at that moment. Another important use is for promises. Another important use is for offers, suggestions. We can use will when we promise to do something or sometimes offer to help. The future simple can sometimes use for some warning and a strong statement about future behavior. We can also use it for the future facts and events that we expect to happen. It is important to know that will is not the only way to speak about the future. English speakers usually use present continuous for the future. Okay, let's make some examples. I will call you tonight. They will travel to Canada next year. We will meet at the airport. Sarah will start a new job next week. Tom will understand everything later. Tom will help us in the project. My father will cook dinner tonight. I will finish this book tomorrow. My dad will teach a new lesson at school. My sister will visit us next weekend. If I want to make some negative sentences, I can say, she will not join us tomorrow, or she won't join us tomorrow. We will not and won't are the same. You won't forget your birthday. Lisa won't tell anyone. You won't regret your decisions. I won't forget your kindness. We won't watch TV tonight. David will not sell this car, and Mom will not attend the party. And the last one is present continuous. That is so important. This grammar uses for now the actions at the moment or some actions that are in the process for a short time. And sometimes the native speakers use this grammar for the close future, for tomorrow, tonight, next week, for something that we are sure about it's happening. And it's so easy. For example, now I'm talking to you and you are listening to me. And we should use to be verb. Am is are with verb, plussing for all of the subjects. Let's make some examples. I'm drinking coffee right now. They are playing tennis now. We are waiting for the boss. Tom is working in his office. The children are playing outside. Our teacher is explaining this lesson. My brother is studying English now. My sister is listening to music. He is taking a shower, and for the negative parts, we can add not to am is are. She isn't watching TV at the moment. He isn't eating breakfast. My father isn't sleeping in the bedroom. You aren't paying attention. Maria isn't drinking tea. They aren't speaking together. They aren't speaking to each other. David isn't wearing his jacket. Don't forget to write an example with all of these tenses. I will check all of them. And now let's make some questions. Making questions with these grammars are so easy. For the present simple, we add do and does at the beginning of our sentence. Do you study English? Do you work? Do they live in India? Do your sisters live at your home? Do we travel?